This is something new, something that I myself don't know, something I still feel sorry for anybody who watched my videos and wants to see more, because I don't know when I'm gonna post and I don't know what I'm gonna post. I'm gonna try and do commentary on everything I can to make people happy, but most importantly, so that I can enjoy what I'm doing here. I just want to say thank you for watching the video, and it would mean so much if you could support me in these, because I have literally no one, these really grim hours for the channel. So let's just delve into it and have some fun in humanity's darkest, grimmest, most sadistic hours. While men died one by one in grim ways, while toxic air filled some lungs of a distant army, a man of the sea stood on a field of blazed earth, yelling at his men if they want to live as mortals. Daly. Somewhat bizarrely, we don't have a set date of birth on the man, although the official date of birth is November 11th, 1873. There is evidence that he was born before that time in 1870. A useful skill he had was that he was a semi-professional boxer, giving the old left-right. This obviously intimidated his superiors, who wanted to get this mad lad away from them as quickly as possible, and promptly sent him to shipboard duty, or hazardous duty. He first saw action in the Boxer Rebellion in the summer of 1900, where essentially the whole of China revolted against the Western powers, and it's obvious that his boxing career was essential for this occasion. Okay, just cut that out. But anyways, it seemed he was ready for the army life, since during a siege by the Chinese hordes, he was able to hold off his post against a mob of them numbering 200, single-handedly. With one hand, no, I'm just kidding, but single-handedly, and that's where he received his first Medal of Honor, and I think it's well-deserved. 15 years later, the Marines were sent to Haiti because for some goddamn reason, it turned into New York City from the John Wick movies, with violence and assassinations rampant. So our boy Dan goes in there and is amazed by the fact that his platoon somehow rode the horse carrying the machine gun into a river while under fire. Which reminds me, kids, don't fight off insurrection and ride. So anyways, our boy Dan, who spent so much time at sea he's become a well-decorated fish, goes down there, swims to the bottom of the river, under fire, and retrieved it. Keep in mind that it weighed 23.6 kilograms, or 52 pounds, plus ammo, plus under fire. And he, of course, got his second Medal of Honor. What a champ. Fast forward to the year America joined the Great War, and our man Daly made a cameo because he was walking back and had some time to spare at a battle of Belleau Wood, and the article from the famous war correspondent Floyd Gibbons describes it best. A small platoon of Marines lay on their bellies at the edge of a wheat field. 200 yards across that flat field, the enemy was located in the trees. The bullets nipped the top of the young wheat and ripped the bark from the trunks of the trees, 3 feet from the ground on which the Marines lay. An old gunnery sergeant commanded the platoon in the absence of a lieutenant, whom had gone shot and was out of the fight. As the minute for advance arrived, he came up from the trees first and jumped out onto the exposed edge of that field that ran with lead. There he looked at his men and ordered them to charge. He said, "Come on, you sons of bitches, do you want to live forever?" Why, yes, I believe Confucius once said that. No, but in all seriousness, that's a pretty goddamn kick-ass thing to say. After a 3-week-long game of hide-and-seek with the Germans in the forest, he was wounded but came back for action the next year. As the armistice came on his birthday, he was recommended for a 3rd Medal of Honor, but was deemed unseemly, aka didn't want to make others feel bad. He refused to become an officer, claiming that the best way to lead is fighting and bleeding with the men, and that if he became one, he'd just end up spending all his time in a brothel, like his commanders. After retiring in 1929, he was given his own parade back home. After his side quest with the Marines, he got a job as a security guard at a Wall Street bank, where he worked at until his death. No, but just imagine how that interview went down. "So why should we hire you? I've got time to spare." Tragically enough, he died in 1937 at the official age of 63. He left his mark not just as a Marine, but on the whole of the US Army's forces, and on the world, fighting in Asia, the Caribbean, and the fields of Europe. He's looked at like the new Paul Bunyan, but I myself think of him like that really enthusiastic NPC in a game that everybody loved, but got killed off anyways. Again, sorry about the quality and voice of the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you care for my sanctity, and like if you enjoyed, and maybe I'll work on it. Kudos.